Yes, Little Current, owned by Dr. Hugh Baird, driver Sean Shannon. 5 is Miss Golly G, Joe Lindsay, the owner, with driver Steve Mahar, and horse 6, Misty Isle Breeze, owned by Norman Burns, Brian Moore driving. 6 starters here in race number 1. 7 minutes now to post. 7 minutes.
It's the top of the stretch for the field of 6, and we have Lexical with John Davidson. Tickle Me Irvin, Mike Dowding. The Town Terra, Jill Berrio. Miss Little Current, Sean Shannon. Miss Golly G and Steve Mahar. Misty Isle Breeze, Brian Moore. Here they come. They're off and rushing for the top. Miss Little Current from post 4. Gets a nose in front, but up along the rail goes Lexical. Lexical stepping out on top now, leads by 2. Then Tickle Me Irvin has second, moving up along the inside. And going on to a third, Miss Golly G on the outside. Miss Little Current hangs a 4th. That is Misty Isle Breeze and the Town Terra trailing the field as they go to the quarter. Lexical is the leader as they go racing out by the quarter. By that marker, 30 and 4, and up strong on the outside. Miss Little Current drives on, is left on the leader now. At the leader's wheel, and Tickle Me Irvin at the rail is a third. Miss Golly G outside 4th. Misty Isle Breeze, the Town Terra trailing the field as they swing through the stretch and they come driving onto the half. Lexical cutting it out. Tickle Me Irvin in the 2-hole. Up on the outside, Miss Little Current hangs a third. Miss Golly G, Misty Isle Breeze, and the Town Terra. They're by that half, 102 and 2. Driving into the turn, they race for the 5/8 pole. Lexical shows the way. Tickle Me Irvin is second on the outside. Miss Little Current racing third, and that's Miss Golly G off stride, trailing now. They swing on by the 8th pole. Driving on up the backstretch, racing for the 3/4. It is Lexical. Tickle Me Irvin strong on the far outside, 3 wide. The Town Terra, and the Town Terra goes charging to the top and is the leader as they drive by the 3/4 pole, 134 and 3. The Town Terra stepping out. Tickle Me Irvin is second. Lexical now third. Misty Isle Breeze, Miss Little Current far back. Miss Golly G, and they're swinging home now. Pacing on top, it is the Town Terra. Then Tickle Me Irvin is a second. The Town Terra stepping out to win this one. Under a tight ran at the line, it is the Town Terra, then Tickle Me Irvin. Lexical gets third. Misty Isle Breeze, Miss Little Current, and still to come, Miss Golly G. Time for the mile to 4 and 2. Race number 3 of the Town Terra. Brown Pacing Colt, he's 2 years. He's by Nuclear Terror. From Magical Town, she by Big Towner. The Town Terra, owned by David Lund of Moncton, trained and driven by Jill Berrio. The colt steps to a maiden record, 2:04 and 2. Lexical was third. Tickle Me Irvin second. The Town Terra, your race winner. Miss Little Current 5th. Miss Golly G was 6th. Misty Isle Breeze was 4th. Race times a quarter, 30 and 4. The half, 102 and 2. 3/4, 134 and 3. The mile in 2:04 and 2. So checking from Shirley Lewis of Petticodiac. Jill Berrio driving. Number 3, Burton Abbey. Doug Hildebrand of Fredericton with Brian Moore driving. 4 is James Mack. He's owned by Donald Kerr of St. John with Sean Shannon driving. Number 5, H.F. Cara, owned by James Warren of Rexton. Steve Mahar driving. Number 6, Sales Assistant, owned by John Dunn of Windsor, Ontario. Dale Orr and Rod Gogan of St. John with Rod Gogan driving. 7 is Mac the Quack Star, owned by Mark Collett of Fredericton. Mark Collett driving. And number 8 is Keyed Up, owned by Ken Norwood of St. John, with Sam Hodgin driving. 8 starters for the second race. We're down to 6 minutes to post. Now the starters for the second behind the gate. We approach the top of the stretch. Conspicuous Colleen and Dave Baldwin. Missile Field, Jill Barriole. Birdton Abbey, Brian Moore. James Mack, Sean Shannon. H.F. Cara, Steve Mahar. Sales assistant, Rod Gogan. Mac the Quack Star, Mark Collett. Keyed Up, Sam Hodgin. Here they come. They're off. Missile Field takes a minute. They're charging on the outside is Birdton Abbey. And up 3 wide. Rushing for the top goes H.F. Cara. They're 3 wide around the turn. In between horses, Birdton Abbey shows on top now with H.F. Cara. On the outside, the 2 leaders are battling nose to nose. Stepping out, Birdton Abbey. H.F. Cara hangs second. Going on again, challenging 4 and grabs the lead. Birdton Abbey is second. Missile Field racing third. Sales assistant has 4th. Mac the Quack Star racing 5th, and they are by the opening quarter. At 31 and 4, top turn. Pacing on top, H.F. Cara, but 2. Birdton Abbey is second. Then racing a third, that's Conspicuous Colleen off stride, interfering with James Mack. He's trailing. They swing on by the 3/8 pole now and off the top turn. Here they come through the stretch. They're racing to the half. H.F. Cara in command. Birdton Abbey sitting pretty second. Sales assistant on the outside. Missile Field on the inside. Mac the Quack Star racing 5th. Keyed Up, James Mack. Conspicuous Colleen. They're by that half, 104 and 1. Pacing on top, H.F. Cara. Birdton Abbey has second. Charging third on the outside, Sales assistant. At the rail, Missile Field has a 4th. Mac the Quack Star 5th. Keyed Up. Then we go back to James Mack and Conspicuous Colleen, and they're racing on up the backstretch. Driving now to the 3/4 pole, H.F. Cara. A length and a half, Birdton Abbey still sitting pretty in the 2-hole. Moving up along the inside is Missile Field, a third as they go by the 3/4, 136 and 1. Top turn. H.F. Cara pacing on top. Birdton Abbey second. Missile Field is third. Sales assistant hanging a 4th. Then Keyed Up, Mac the Quack Star. They're by the 7/8 pole. Now they're swinging for home, and it's H.F. Cara. Here comes Birdton Abbey challenging second. H.F. Cara inside, Birdton Abbey outside. H.F. Cara, Birdton Abbey, not Birdton Abbey. H.F. Cara, Missile Field, Keyed Up. Sales assistant, Mac the Quack Star, James Mack, Conspicuous Colleen. Time for the mile, 2:07 and 3. Brownmare 5 here. She is by Sherwood A from Battletown Bow. She by Big Towner. On by Doug Hildebrand of Fredericton, trained and driven by Brian Moore. Win number 5 this year for Birdton Abbey this afternoon in 2:07 and 3. Official, Conspicuous Colleen was 8th. Missile Field 3rd. Birdton Abbey, your race winner. James Mack was 7th. H.F. Cara 2nd. Sales assistant 5th. Mac the Quack Star 6th. Keyed Up was 4th. And the times, 1/4 and 4. Half 104 and 1. 3/4 136 and 1. Mile 2:07 and 3.
100 the purse. Here in race number 3, we have 8 starters, post time in 6 minutes. Bob Campbell, your driver, Brian Moore. 3 entry, Milwaukee Iron, owned by Greg Hunt and Mike Campbell. Gilles Barriot drives. The 4, Coppermite Fern, Brent Briggs, Linda Hughes, and Kerry Embleton, the owners. This afternoon, driven by John Davidson. 5 is Hard-Hearted Woman, Dr. Hugh Baird, the owner, with driver Sean Shannon. The 6, Cookies Thunder, owned by Mel Land. Driver is Tony Watson. 7, Bordertown Armor, owned by John McGurk and Bob Bonus. Driver Steve Mahar. The 8 entry is Wanda's Pride, owned by Alan Smith of Hunter River, Prince Edward Island. Mike Downey driving. There's your 8 starters here for race number 3. Post time for the 3rd and 5 minutes.
Coppermite Fern, John Davidson. Hard-Hearted Woman, Sean Shannon. Cookies Thunder, Tony Watson. Border Town Armor, Steve Mahar. Wanda's Pride, Mike Downey. Here they come. They're often rushing to the top. It is Cookies Thunder moving to the top. Cashmere Rocket is second. Then Milwaukee Iron drives up on the outside, is now racing third. Bustlin' Justin is fourth at the rail as they swing on by the 8th pole. On up the backstretch now, driving to the quarter. And Cookies Thunder on top, but charging up strong on the outside. Milwaukee Iron gets to the leader's wheel. Cashmere Rocket is third at the rail. Bustlin' Justin is fourth. Then we go to Border Town Armor as they drive out by the quarter 30 and 2/5. Then it's Coppermite Fern, Hard-Hearted Woman, and the trailer is Wanda's Pride. Swinging around the top turn, Cookies Thunder cutting it out. Enjoys a lead of a length and a half as they tip off the top turn now and swing on through the stretch. Here they come racing to the half. Cookies Thunder showing the way. Then Cashmere Rocket is second. Up on the outside park, Milwaukee Iron taking cover behind him and going out 3 wide now goes Bustlin' Justin. They're by that half in a minute and 4/5 into the turn. Cookies Thunder, Cashmere Rocket, Milwaukee Iron in between horses. Up along the rail, Border Town Armor, and 3 wide. Bustlin' Justin is racing 5th as they drive out by the 5/8 pole. They're on up the backstretch now, driving to the 3/4 pole. Bustlin' Justin's on the move. He gets to third, is going on at Cookies Thunder, holding his lead. Cashmere Rocket between horses. He is challenging second. 3/4, 1:33 and 2. Into the top turn, Cookies Thunder, Cashmere Rocket, they're nose to nose. Bustlin' Justin 3 wide is third. In between horses, racing fourth is Border Town Armor as they swing off the top turn now. They head for home. And showing on top, Cashmere Rocket, Cookies Thunder, Border Town Armor. Charging up on the outside. Cashmere Rocket, Border Town Armor. It is going to be tight, too tight to call. Maybe Cashmere Rocket, Border Town Armor, and then up for show, Coppermite Fern. Time for the mile to 5 and 3. Cashmere Rocket. Bay Pace and Gelding, he's 4 years by Brando Hanover from Jeff's Gym. She by Albatross. On by Stephen Gass of Cornwall. Prince Edward Island, trained and driven by Rick Armstrong. It's the 4th winning trip this year for Cashmere Rocket. This afternoon he wins 2:05 and 3. Bustlin' Justin was 5th. Milwaukee Iron 8th. Coppermite Fern 3rd. Hard-Hearted Woman was 4th. Cookies Thunder 6th. Border Town Armor 2nd. Wanda's Pride 7th. Race times, quarter 30 and 2/5. Half a minute, 4/5. 3/4, 1:33 and 2. And the mile and 2:05 and 3. From the top.
The 1 is Another Damn Bill, owned by Doug Falkins Jr., driven by Brian Moore. Horse 2, Bear Island Ben, owned by Gerald Goodine of Bear Island. Gilles Berriot drives. Next is Lip Sync, the 3, owned by Joe Lindsay of St. Stephen, with driver Steve Mahar. 4, Mahogany Fern, owned by Christopher Davies of St. John and Peter Dunham. Driver is Mike Stevenson. Please note that this afternoon Mike Stevenson will be wearing green with black silks. The 5, Winnie Down, owned by Milton Downey. Driver Steve Downey. 6 is River Raider, owned by John McGurk and Bob Bonus. Mike Downey, the driver. Horse 7 is Cindy's Cam. Ray Frazier of Moncton, the owner. Driven this afternoon by John Davidson. 7 starters here in race number 4. Post time in 6. Stretch, Another Damn Bill, with Brian Moore. Bear Island Ben, Gilles Berriot. Lip Sync with Steve Mahar. Mahogany Fern, Mike Stevenson. Winnie Down with Steve Downey. River Raider with Mike Downey outside is Cindy's Cam. John Davidson, 7 starters here in the 4th. Here they come. They're off. A good start from the rail. Another Damn Bill. In between horses is Bear Island Ben. In between, on the outside, is River Raider, and Cindy's Cam is wide as they go into the first turn and go to the opening eighth, and up front cutting it out, Another Damn Bill. She leads now by 2 up on the outside, and going on, that's River Raider, and River Raider now grabs the top from Another Damn Bill as they race to the opening quarter. River Raider clears the front. Another Damn Bill racing second. Bear Island Ben is third. Up on the outside and going on is Cindy's Cam, first over from fourth. That opening quarter in 30 and 2. Then it's Mahogany Fern fifth. Then it's Lip Sync. Your trailer is Winnie Down as they race towards the 3/8. Up front, cutting it out, River Raider. Another Damn Bill is racing second. On the outside and going on is Cindy's Cam. Now to third as they tip off the turn. Bear Island Ben fourth. Then it is on the rail, Mahogany Fern, Lip Sync out and moving. Follows the cover, and your trailer is Winnie Down, and out by about 3 lengths past the half is River Raider as they go by that half. In 101 and 4 as they race into the turn to the 5/8, it's River Raider. On the inside, Another Damn Bill back to second. On the outside, racing on is Cindy's Cam. Then Bear Island Ben is locked in fourth, and it's Lip Sync going on. Then Winnie Down and your trailer Mahogany Fern as they race on to the 3/4 pole, and still with a 3-length lead, it's River Raider. On the inside, Another Damn Bill, and that's Lip Sync. On the outside, going on, gets to third now, fading fourth is Cindy's Cam. Up the inside, Bear Island Ben. 3/4 and 33 and 3 as they around the turn for the stretch drive, and it's still River Raider. Lip Sync now gives chase second. Another Damn Bill is right there third as they tip off the 7/8 for home, and it's still River Raider. He's leading by about 4 now. River Raider on the outside, Lip Sync to second. Another Damn Bill, Bear Island Ben, Winnie Down comes on, but they're not going to catch River Raider. In for second is Lip Sync, then Another Damn Bill, Winnie Down. And it was Cindy's Cam, Bear Island Ben, and Mahogany Fern. The time for the mile, 2:05. Kensington, Prince Edward Island. Bob Bonus, the trainer. Mike Downey gets a catch drive this afternoon for River Raider. That's his second win of the season. A new record this afternoon for River Raider of 2:05. Congratulations to Mike Downey and River Raider, our 4th race winner. New record, 2:05. Result of the 4th now official. 4th race is official with Another Damn Bill 3rd. Bear Island Ben 6th. Lip Sync 2nd. Mahogany Fern was 7th. Winnie Down 4th. River Raider, your race winner. Cindy's Cam finishing 5th. Race times a quarter, 30 and 2. Over the half, 101 and 4. The 3/4 in 1, 33 and 3. River Raider, a new record, 2:05. Driver Steve Mahar. 2 James E.B. owned by Norman Burns. Driver Sean Shannon. 3 Miss Tahoe for owner and driver Tony Watson. The 4 the free-legged Shaky Ground for owner and driver Charlie Price. The 5 is Can-Am's Chance owned by Shirley Lewis. Driver Gilles Berriot. 6 is Aaron M. Down owned by Art Craig. Driver Brian Moore. The 7 Dynamite Treasure. John Davidson drives this afternoon for the owner Bob McNeil. The 8 entry is Dusty Davy. Owner and driver is David Baldwin. 8 starters here in the 5th. Post time in 6.
Sean Shannon. Miss Tahoe, Tony Watson. Shaky Ground, Charlie Price. Can-Am's Chance, Gilles Berriot. Aaron M. Down with Brian Moore. Dynamite Treasure, John Davidson. Dusty Davy, Dave Baldwin. Here they come. They're off and stepping out with the lead now. It is Can-Am's Chance, Miss Tahoe. She is racing a second on the inside. Winging up on the outside goes Aaron M. Down. He's racing on 4th as Alaskan Thomasina. Up along the inside gets 3rd. Now Aaron M. Down goes to 3rd. Alaskan Thomasina 4th at the rail. James E.B. Shaky Ground. Dynamite Treasure, Dusty Davy trailing. They're on up the backstretch going to the quarter. Can-Am's Chance the leader, and that's Aaron M. Down going for it. He takes it. He is the leader as they go by the opening quarter, 30 and 3/5. Aaron M. Down, then Can-Am's Chance racing second. Miss Tahoe has a third. Up on the outside, Shaky Ground is driving on fourth, coming on. Taking cover behind her is Dynamite Treasure. Then it's Alaskan Thomasina. James E.P. Dusty Davy trails. Through the stretch they come to the half, and facing on top, Aaron M. Down. Can-Am's Chance racing second. Shaky Ground on the outside hangs third. Dynamite Treasure fourth. The half 102. Then Miss Tahoe fifth. James E.B. out and moving. Alaskan Thomasina. Dusty Davy trailing. Round the turn they go, racing to the 5/8. And Aaron M. Down is in command. He leads a length and a half. Can-Am's Chance is second. Shaky Ground is strong on the outside, going on from third. Shaky Ground now gets to second. Can-Am's Chance drops to third. Then Miss Tahoe locked in fourth. Dynamite Treasure between horses, 3 wide. James E.B. Then Alaskan Thomasina, Dusty Davy, 134 and 3 by the 3/4 pole top turn. It is Aaron M. Down. Shaky Ground, strong on the outside. James E.B. 3 wide, he's strong, rushing on from third. Can-Am's Chance says fourth at the rail. They swing for home. They're fanning out 3 wide. Aaron M. Down. James E.B. strong on the outside is coming onto him. But it's Aaron M. Down. He's got a hold to win. He does. Aaron M. Down. James E.B. Shaky Ground. Tight between Miss Tahoe, Can-Am's Chance. Then Alaskan Thomas in a tight between Dynamite Treasure, Dusty Davy. Time for the mile, 2:06. In gelding, he's 6. He's by Nightly Blue Chip from Lloyd on. She by Genghis Khan. On by Art Craig of Croppo, Prince Edward Island. Trained by Doug Falcons, Brian Moore driving. Aaron M. Down stepping to his 8th winning trip this season this afternoon in 2:06. Alaskan Thomasina was 6th. James E.B. 2nd. Miss Tahoe 4th. Shaky Ground 3rd. Can-Am's Chance was 5th. Aaron M. Down, your race winner. Dynamite Treasure was 8th. Dusty Davy 7th. Race times 1/4 and 3/5. The half 102. 3/4 134 and 3. And the mile at 2:06. Checking from the top,
The 2 Burton Bell, owned by the Hildebrands. Burton with driver Brian Moore. 3 Paris Adios, owned by Lear Arsenault. Wayne Hubbard aboard. The 4 is Shalimar Sentinel, owned by John McMillan of Hampton. Driver is Sean Shannon. 5 is Springbrook Kalen, owned by Elmer Waite. Driver is Steve Mahar. 6 DG's Intrepid, the free-legged mare owned by Paul Dares. Driver this afternoon, Jill Berrio. The 7 Hughes Return, owned by Fred Ganong. John Davidson aboard. The 8 is Fame's Fashion, owned by Don Sweezy. Mike Stevenson catch driving. 8 starters here in race 6. Post time in 5.
Lonnie Stokes, Burton Bell, Brian Moore. Paris Adios, Wayne Hubbard. Shalimar Sentinel, Sean Shannon. Springbrook Kalen, Steve Mahar. DG's Intrepid, Jill Barrio. Hughes Return, John Davidson. And Fame's Passion, Mike Stevenson. Here they come. Clear off. Good Dear Good has the lead in between horses going forward to Shalimar Sentinel and wide. Fame's Fashion, they're 4 wide and Brave into the turn now, 3 wide. And up front cutting it out, Good Dear Good. Fame's Fashion 3 wide and Shalimar Sentinel in between them. They're still 3 wide as they drive for the lead going to the quarter. And Shalimar Sentinel, Good Dear Good now, 3 wide. Fame's Fashion hangs a third. Up along the inside, 4th is Burton Bell. And the 2 leaders nose to nose by the opening quarter in 30 seconds. Driving into the top turn. Pacing with the lead, Good Dear Good. Shalimar Sentinel hangs second. Burton Bell now 3rd at the rail outside. Fame's Fashion's racing 4th. They're driving through the stretch now on to the half. 4 of them in and 4 of them out and challenging. And they're battling nose to nose for the top. Good Dear Good inside, Shalimar Sentinel outside. Then Burton Bell and Fame's Fashion. Then we go to Paris Adios. Half 102, then Springbrook Kalen. In along the rail, Hughes Return. And the trailer DG's Intrepid. Still 4 along the rail and 4 out and challenging. And they drive to the 5/8 pole and swinging out 3 wide. Now goes Springbrook Kalen, rushing on quickly to the 3rd. Springbrook Kalen now 2nd. Springbrook Kalen now the leader as they drive 3 wide to the 3/4 pole. Springbrook Kalen. Good, dear, good on the outside. DG's Intrepid quickly has gone to 2nd, chasing for the top 3/4, 1:35. Top turn, Springbrook Kalen, DG's Intrepid lapped on the leader. Now moving on up on the outside, Hughes Return comes to 3rd. Good, dear, good fading 4th. Shalimar Sentinel, then Parazadios. They are swinging for home, and it's Springbrook Kalen, DG's Intrepid. Moving up strong on the inside, coming on again is Good, Dear, Good. They're fanning up 5 wide as they come to the line. 5 of them, and it is too tight to call. Tie for the mile. 2:05 and 3. She's a brown mare, 4 years, by the Denman from Battletown Bow. She by Big Towner, owned by Doug Hildebrand of Fredericton, and R.D. Hildebrand of Birdton. Birdton Bell trained and driven by Brian Moore. 4th winning trip this year, this afternoon, 2:5 and 3. And that completes the driving triple so far this afternoon for Brian Moore, winning previously with Aaron M. Down and Birdton Abbey, and now the triple with Birdton Bell. The 6th race now official. Good, Dear, Good was 4th. Birdton Bell, your race winner. Paris Adios 6th. Shalimar Sentinel 7th. Springbrook Kalen 3rd. DG's Intrepid 5th. Hughes Return 2nd. Fame's Fashion 8th. Race time scored at 30 seconds. The half 1:02. 3/4 1:35. And the mile at 2:5 and 3. Checking.
7 is a condition pace optional claiming tag of 2,500 with allowances. Number 1, Susie Poozy. Mike Stevenson gets the call this afternoon for owner Don Sweezy. 2 is KC's Angel, owned by Averill Hunter. Driver is Brian Moore. 3 entry, Bright Stargaze, owned by Gerald Alexander of Sussex. Driver is Rick Armstrong. The 4 is Chabred. John Davidson drives this afternoon for the owner Bob Bonus. 5 is Country Wedding, owned by Rick and Dirk Duncan. Gilles Berriot driving. The 6, Backroad Pride, entered by Linda Beckwith. Mike Downey driving this afternoon. And 7 is Leprechaun, owned by Twyla and Steve Mahar. Steve does the driving. 7 starters here in race number 7. 6 minutes to post.
Race 6, showing the 2-horse over number 7, Birdton Bell. Field approaching the top of the stretch. There's Susie Poozy, Mike Stevenson. Casey's Angel, Brian Moore. Bright Stargaze, Rick Armstrong. Chabred, John Davidson. Country Wedding, Gilles Berriot. Backroad Pride, Mike Downey, Leprechaun, and Steve Mahar. And here they come. They're off, and Casey's Angel stepping to the top on the inside. Susie Poozy, and out 3 wide. Country Wedding drives on the 3rd. Then in along the rail, Chabred. Racing 4th. They swing out by the 8th pole. Casey's Angel moves out a length. Susie Poozy is 2nd. Country Wedding up strong on the outside, 2nd now. Lapped on the leader, winging for the lead. And it is Country Wedding now taking the top, and Casey's Angel racing 2nd, and they are by the opening quarter. 29-2. Country Wedding, Casey's Angel, Susie Poozy, Chabret. Then it is Backroad Pride. He's racing 5th as they spring off the top turn now and drive on through the stretch. They're racing to the half, and Country Wedding is showing the way. Casey's Angel has 2nd. Then Susie Poozy's racing 3rd. Chabret is 4th. Up on the outside, here comes Backroad Pride. Then it's Bright Stargaze, and the trailer is Leprechaun in that half in 1 minute. They're into the turn now, racing for the 5/8, and Country Wedding leads by 2.5. Casey's Angel racing 2nd. Backroad Pride has gone on to 3rd, is rushing on as they swing up the backstretch now on way to the 3/4 pole. Country Wedding the leader, well in hand. Back Road Pride comes to second. Bright Stargaze, strong, racing on the third. Then Casey's Angel Spent fades fourth, and Country Wedding all alone by the three-quarter pole, 130 and 3/5 around the top turn. Country Wedding well in hand. Then Back Road Pride. Bright Stargaze driving third. Chabret racing a fourth as they come swinging for home. Get ready to kiss the bride. Here comes Country Wedding all alone. Country Wedding's going to win this one, then Back Road Pride. Bright Stargaze, Chabret, Leprechaun, Casey's Angel, Susie Poozy. Time for the mile, 2:02. From Wedding Bells, she by French Chef, owned by Richard and Dirk Duncan of Presque Isle, Maine, trained by Bob Fitzgerald. Gilberto driving. The filly gets her third winning trip this season this afternoon in 2:02. Susie Poozy was seventh. Casey's Angel sixth. Bright Stargaze was third. Chabret fourth. Country Wedding, your race winner. Back Road Pride was second. Leprechaun was fifth. Race times, quarter 29 and 2, the half in 1 minute. Three-quarters, 130 and 3/5, the mile in 2:02. Checking from the top, 7.
Driver Mike Stevenson. 2 Beverly Retsamag, owned by Ricky Collins. Ricky does the driving. The 3 is Winter Lad, owned by Alir Arsenault and Wayne Hubbard. Wayne does the driving. 4 is Should Have Been Nobles for owner and driver John Davidson. 5 Richmond Rula, owner and driver is Mike Downey. 6 is Derby 2, owned by Mark Haig of St. John. Your driver is Steve Mahar. 7 Riverly Sunset, owned by Mike Morris of St. John with driver Gilles Barriot. Horse 8, Win Gate Hanover for owner and driver Brian Moore. There's your 8 starters here for the 8th race. Post time in 5 minutes. Bulls, John Davidson. Richmond Rula, Mike Downey. Derby 2 with Steve Mahar, Riverly Sunset, Gilles Barriot. Outside is Wingate Hanover, Brian Moore. 8 starters, here they come. They're off as they lead the wire from the rail. Flirtin' Jenny, bus for the lead. In between horses is Winter Lad, and outside that's Richmond Rula going on as they race into the turn. And up front, cutting it out, Flirtin' Jenny. On the outside, that is Richmond Rula challenging as they pass the 8th pole. Beverly Retsamag is in 3rd, and Winter Lad is racing 4th. They make their way to the opening quarter, and Richmond Rula now grabs the top from Flirtin' Jenny as they race to the opening quarter. Richmond Rula moving out now, Flirtin' Jenny 2nd. Beverly Retsamag has 3rd, then it's Winter Lad, Riverly Sunset. That opening quarter, 29 and 4. Then it Should Have Been Nobles, Derby 2, and your trailer is Wingate Hanover as they race single file towards the 3/8. And first over move from Winter Lad from 4th as they tip off the 3/8. And up front, cutting it out, it's Richmond Rula, Flirtin' Jenny with the garden spot, racing 2nd. First over, Winter Lad on the outside, driving 3rd. Beverly Retsamag is locked in 4th as they race past the half with Richmond Rula, your leader. Winter Lad parked, driving 2nd, Flirtin' Jenny 3rd. Opening half in 1:01. Then on the rail 4th, it's Beverly Retsamag. Outside to Derby 2, then Riverly Sunset. Should Have Been Nobles out and moving. And your trailer still is Wingate Hanover as they pass the 5/8 and go on up the backstretch. Racing on to the 3/4, Richmond Rula. On the outside, hanging tough is Winter Lad, Flirtin' Jenny. Looking for room, a 3rd on the rail, then on the outside. And going on from 4th as they race on to the 3/4 is Derby 2, that 3/4 marker. In 1:33 as they around the top turn, and it's still Richmond Rula. Winter Lad is hanging tough, Flirtin' Jenny looking to get off the rail. On the outside, Derby 2 swings wide from 4th as they come off the 7/8 for home. And it is Richmond Rula. Flirtin' Jenny gets off the rail now to challenge. Flirtin' Jenny comes pacing to the top. Richmond Rula. Winter Lad is still there in deep stretch. Flirtin' Jenny comes on to win. Richmond Rula for 2nd. Then 3rd, Winter Lad. And it was Derby 2. Beverly Retsamag, Wingate Hanover, Should Have Been Nobles. and Riverly Sunset. Time for the mile. 2:04 and 3. It's the 1 entry, Flirt and Jenny. Flirt and Jenny, a Bay filly, 3 years by Arcane Hanover. Out of the mare Another Terra, she by Paris Dexter. Owned by Art and George Miller of Tyne Valley. Prince Edward Island, trained by John C. Davies. Mike Stevenson, catch driving. For Flirt and Jenny, that is win 3 of the season. Season's best, 2:04 and 3. I'd like to welcome back Mike Stevenson to Exhibition Park. He returns a winner here with Flirt and Jenny. Season's best of 2:04 and 3. Flirt and Jenny, your race winner. Beverly Retsamag, 5th. Winner Lad, 3rd. Should Have Been Nobles, 8th. Richmond Rula, 2nd. Derby 2, 4th. Riverly Sunset was 7th, and Wingate Hanover, 6th. Race times a quarter, 29 and 4. Over the half in 1:01. 3/4 in 1:33. Flirt and Jenny coming on to win in the season's best, 2:04 and 3. Card should read from the top down, 153. $1,000 claiming, going for 950. Post time for the 9th. Now in just 4 minutes. The 1 is Kilkerran Peddler, owned by Janet Shanks and Dot Stevens. Driver Brian Moore. The 2 I'd have named are different. Jill Barrio drives for the owner Paul Dares. 3 is Warm Ensign, owned by Don Sweezy of Nappen. Driver is Mike Stevenson. 4 Lone Water GW, owned by Gordon Collette of Fredericton. Mark Collette drives. 5 JL Cook, owned by Tim Merzetti, driven this afternoon by John Davidson. The 6 Gizmo Joe, owned by Joe Lindsay of St. Stephen, with driver Steve Mahar. 7 Shy's Big Guy, owned by Kathy Mitchell, Ron Petley, Tony Watson in the sulky, and horse number 8, Lighting, owned by Ron Legier, with driver Louis Bellevaux. 8 starters here in the 9th. Post time now in 3 minutes.
We've got a field of 8. Kilkerran Peddler, Brian Moore. I'd have named her different, Jill Barrio. Warm Ensign with Mike Stevenson. Lone Water GW, Mark Collett. JL Cook with John Davidson. Gizmo Joe and Steve Mahar. Shy's Big Guy with Tony Watson. Lighting with Louis Bellevaux. Here they come. They're often rushing to the top, but as I'd have named her different, she is the leader and up on the outside. Warm Ensign challenging a second. Out of the turn, I'd have named her different. Warm Ensign up and out of racing a second. Gizmo Joe drives on a 3rd. He's on the outside moving to the rail. Lighting moves to 4th. And along the rail, Kilkerran Peddler is 5th. And Lone Water GW, Shy's Big Guy. JL Cook is trailing the field as they drive on up the backstretch, racing to the quarter. And I'd have named her different, leads by a leg. She takes him by the opening quarter. In 30 and 2/5, swinging up strong on the outside is Gizmo Joe. He is locked on the leader, bidding for the top. Warm Ensign is racing a 3rd at the rail, Lighting outside following cover. He is 4th. Kilkerran Peddler is 5th. Then we go to Lone Water GW, Shy's Big Guy, and JL Cook trails. And through the stretch they come to the half. I'd have named her different, holding the lead. Gizmo Joe getting parked. He is 2nd as they race on by the half a minute at 4/5. They're into the turn now, driving to the 5/8. I'd have named her different. Gizmo Joe hanging tough 2nd. Warm Ensign getting a trip. He is 3rd at the rail. Lighting outside has been parked. He is 4th. Kilkerran Peddler's 5th. They're on up the backstretch now, driving to the 3/4 pole. I'd have named her different, holding her lead a half length. Gizmo Joe hangs 2nd. Then Warm Ensign is 3rd. Lighting is right there 4th. Kilkerran Peddler right there 5th. 132 by the 3/4 pole. Top turn. I'd have named her different. Now a length. Gizmo Joe hanging 2nd. Warm Ensign is 3rd. Lighting is 4th. Kilkerran Peddler moving now from 5th. And they're by the 7/8. They are heading for home. And it's I named her different. Gizmo Joe driving a second, lighting coming on to third, but Ida named her different is going to go coast to coast. Ida named her different. Gizmo Joe, lighting, Kilkerran, Peddler, Warm Ensign, J.L. Cook, Lone Water, GW, Shy is Big Guy. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 2. Ariel, this time with number 2, Ida named her different. Baymare 8 here. She's by Take a Look from Gate Time Honor. She by Scamp Direct. On by Paul Dares of St. John, trained by Colleen Clancy. Jill Barrio driving win number 6 for Ida named her different. That's her 4th win in a row. Winning this afternoon in 2:4 and 2. Jill Barrio with a driving triple, winning earlier with Town Terra and Country Wedding. To the 3.
The 2 has been excused. We go to the 3, Rosemount Dell, owned by Gerald Alexander. Driver is Mike Downey. 4, Brad Handover, owned by Abel Arsenault. St. John West, driver Steve Mahar. Next is the 5, Shrewd Businessman, driven this afternoon by Mike Stevenson for owner Cassandra Fram. Next is number 6, Noble Chance, Randy Blanchard of Pro, the owner, with driver Tony Watson. Then comes the 7, Criminal Type, owned by Sharon Duncan, Presque Isle, Maine. John Davidson driving. The 8 is RSS, owned by Milton Downey of St. John. Steve Downey driving. Once again, the 2 has been excused. Dusty Lane JD for owner Brian Morell and driver Gilles Berriot. There's the 8 starters. The 7, the 2 still to come here. 6 minutes to post.
He's last, Brian Moore. Dusty Lane, J.D. Jill Barrio. Rosemount Dell, Mike Downey. Brett Handover, Steve Mahar. Shrewd Businessman, Mike Stevenson. Noble Chance, Tony Watson. Criminal Type, John Davidson. RSS, Steve Downey. Here they come. They're often going to the top. It is Brett Handover charging up on the outside. Shrewd Businessman, Dusty Lane, J.D. Racing third on the inside. Monty's Last is a 4th. Criminal Type racing a 5th. And then it's Noble Chance. RSS and trailing far back after breaking behind the gate. Rosemount Dell, they drive on up the backstretch, racing on to the quarter, pacing on top, Dusty Lane, J.D. Thick goes Shrewd Businessman. Out to challenge now from second, winging for the top. He's the leader now. That opening quarter, 30 and 3/5 around the top turn. Shrewd Businessman. Dusty Lane, J.D. racing a second. They're swinging off the top turn now, driving on through the stretch. Here they come, racing to the half. And it is a Shrewd Businessman on top, Dusty Lane, J.D. Up on the outside, Criminal Type, and they're by the half. 101 and 3. Then we go to Brad Handover. He is 4th. Moving up on the outside, driving on 5th, is Monty's Last. They drive up by the 5 Bates. They're up the backstretch. Shrewd Businessman, Criminal Type, Dusty Lane, J.D. Then Brad Handover up on the outside. Noble Chance drives on as they go by the 3/4 pole. They're by that marker, 132. And Shrewd Businessman now on the outside. Criminal Type. Criminal Type, Shrewd Businessman, Dusty Lane, G.D. is off the rail now from 3rd to challenge as they come swinging for home. Criminal Type, Dusty Lane, J.D. is coming to him. And Shrewd Businessman is dropping 3rd. It is Criminal Type, Dusty Lane, J.D. coming on, but not going to catch him. Criminal Type wins this one today. Then it's Dusty Lane, J.D., Shrewd Businessman, Noble Chance, Brett Handover, Monty's Last, RSS still to come. Rosemount Dell, the mile in 2:02 and 2. He's lined by Umbro Ossie from Lady Debbie. She by Tar Heel. By Sharon Ann Duncan of Presque Isle, Maine, and trained by Bob Fitzgerald. John Davidson driving. Win number 12 this year for Criminal Type. This afternoon, 2:02 and 2. Mitchell. Monty's Last was 6th. Dusty Lane J.D. 2nd. Rosemount Dell was 8th. Brett Handover 5th. Shrewd Businessman 3rd. Noble Chance 4th. Criminal Type, your race winner. RSS was 7th. Race times quarter 30 and 3/5. The half 101 and 3. 3/4 132. The mile and 2:02 and 2. From the top and checking, your card should read 62853417. Mile and 2 and 2. We are ready now for the 11th
Our
race.
backup class of the afternoon. The 1 is TSM Magic, going by Ron Dinsmore. Lonnie Stokes driving. Next we go to the 3, St. Elmo, owned by Bob Tilley and Bruce Burnham. Driver Gilles Berriot. Next in line, the 4, Mactaquac Lady, owned and driven by Mark Collette of Fredericton.
The 2 is parading last. He's on his way out.
5 is 4x4, owned by Tim Merzetti of St. John, driven this afternoon by Tony Watson. 6, Canico Nassa, owned by Frank Dunphy, with driver Mike Stevenson. 7, Abby's Handy Guy, owned by Norman Trask and Sid Bradley, driver John Davidson. 8 is Last to Leave, owned by Kerry Embleton of Fredericton. Note the driver change. Steve Mahar is the driver. Parading at the end of the field, the 2, R.B. Gladimir, owned by Rosaire Berrio of Dieppe, Ricky Collins in the sulky. There's the starters, folks, of race number 11. Post time of race 11, 5 minutes.
Some Magic and Lonnie Stokes. R.B. Gladimir, Rick Collins. St. Elmo, Gilles Berriot. Mactaquac Lady and Mark Collett, 4x4 with Tony Watson. Canico Nassa, Mike Stevenson. Abby's Handy Guy, John Davidson. Last to Leave, Steve Mahar. Here they come. They're often stepping out with the lead. R.B. Gladimir. TSM Magic is 2nd. In along the rail. Up on the outside, Abby's Handy Guy. He gets to 3rd. St. Elmo's racing 4th. He's swing on by the 8th pole now and pacing out on top of us. R.B. Gladimir, he's out by 3.5. TSM Magic racing 2nd by 2.5. Then Abby's Handy Guy has 3rd. St. Elmo is 4th. Then racing 5th is Mactaquac Lady. Then the opening quarter in 29 seconds, driving into the top turn, R.B. Gladimir by 3. TSM Magic racing 2nd. Then driving 3rd, Abby's Handy Guy, St. Elmo, Mactaquac Lady. Then we go to, they swing off the top turn, on through the stretch, now driving to the half. And pacing on top, R.B. Gladimir, TSM Magic. Then it's Abby's Handy Guy. Here comes St. Elmo moving from 4th. Mactaquac Lady. Then Last to Leave. Then 4x4 and the trailer Canico Nassa. That half in 59. Around the turn to the 5/8, R.B. Gladimir number 2. TSM Magic is 2nd. St. Elmo up on the outside, drives on 3rd. Abby's Handy Guy. Then Mactaquac Lady. Then in along the rail, it is Last to Leave up on the outside. 4x4 Canico Nassa trailing. R.B. Gladimir takes it by the 3/4 pole, 129. Top turn, R.B. Gladimir. He's leading by 2. St. Elmo coming to him. Then TSM Magic is 3rd at the rail. Abby's Handy Guy is 4th. That is Mactaquac Lady as they swing for home. R.B. Gladimir, St. Elmo coming to him. R.B. Gladimir, St. Elmo can't catch him. It is R.B. Gladimir going coast to coast to win. He does. St. Elmo, TSM Magic, Abby's Handy Guy, tight between Last to Leave and Mactaquac Lady, then Canico Nassa and 4x4. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 3. Chip from Scott Shadow. She by Crafty Shadow. Owned and trained by Rosaire Berrio of Dieppe with Ricky Collins driving. R.B. Gladimir scores win number 3 this year, his season's best, 1:59 and 3. Show TSM Magic was third. RB Gladimir, your race winner. St. Elmo was second. Back to Quack Lady, sixth. 4x4 was eighth. Cataconassa, seventh. Abby's Handy Guy was fourth, and Blast to Leave was fifth. Race times, quarter 29, the half in 59. 3/4 129, the mile in 159 and 3.
Pretty now, the starters for race 12, our featured race of the afternoon. Field of 8, 1600 up for grabs. The one, first part of the stablemate, Tucson Melody, owned by Milton Downey, Steve Downey driving. 1A is Rembrandt Blue Chip, owned by Milton Downey of St. John, Mike Downey driving. The 2, Mysterious Ways, owned by Brian Sterling of St. John, with driver Brian Moore. 3, Notch One Out, Steve Mahar drives for the owner Doug Beckwith. 4 is Argo Flutie, owned by Dr. Hugh Baird of Hampton, with driver Sean Shannon. The 5, Alfred, owned by Cassandra Fram of Kingston, driver Mike Stevenson. The 6, On the Train Again, owned by Marcel Barrio, Gilles Barrio drives. And horse 7 is Exeter Exclusive, owned by Kermit Allen with driver John Davidson. 8 starters here in race 12, just 3 minutes now remaining. Tucson Melody, Steve Downey, Mysterious Ways with Brian Moore. Notch One Out, Steve Mahar. Rembrandt Blue Chip with Mike Downey. Argo Flutie, Sean Shannon. Alfred, Mike Stevenson. On the Train Again with Gilles Barrio outside Exeter Exclusive. John Davidson, 8 starters. Here they come. They're off in an early battle for the top. On the inside is Tucson Melody and Argo Flutie going for it. Also Alfred as they race into the turn. And they race neck and neck for the top. Tucson Melody, and now on the outside Argo Flutie grabs the top as they pass the 8th pole on up the backstretch to the quarter. Argo Flutie, Tucson Melody, and Alfred is parked and going on as they race to the opening quarter. Tucson Melody is third, back to Mysterious Ways, and fourth. They race by that opening quarter. Argo Flutie and Alfred race neck and neck. That opening quarter, 29 and 1 as they round the turn to the 3/8 still. Neck and neck for the top. On the inside is Argo Flutie. Outside Alfred filling the whole third is Tucson Melody. Then it's back to Mysterious Ways. Rembrandt Blue Chip comes off the rail to challenge. As they come through the stretch, then it's Notch One Out. On the Train Again moves with the cover. And your trailer Exeter Exclusive as they go past the half. Argo Flutie, Alfred still parked second. That opening half in 59 seconds as they race into the turn to the 5/8. It's still Argo Flutie. Back to second now is Tucson Melody, Alfred. Still on the outside third, Rembrandt Blue Chip. Swinging out 3 wide from fourth and going on. Then behind him comes On the Train Again with a rush. Then up the inside comes Mysterious Ways to the 3/4. Here comes On the Train Again, fast as a ball and quickly. On the Train Again has grabbed the top from Argo Flutie. The 3/4 marker was in 1:30. It's On the Train Again moving out now. Leading by about 5 lengths with Argo Flutie still second. Off the rail, or coming on now to third, is Rembrandt Blue Chip off the turn. It is all On the Train Again. Rembrandt Blue Chip second. On the outside comes Notch One Out. In deep stretch, On the Train Again. A battle for second. Maybe Notch One Out for second. It's going to be tight, though. Then Rembrandt Blue Chip. Then it was Exeter Exclusive, Tucson Melody, Argo Flutie, Mysterious Ways, and Alfred. Time for the mile. 1:59 and 3. Again, he's a bay gelding. 3 by Chatham Light out of Hard to Come By. She by Nightly Blue Chip, owned by Marcel Barrio of Laval, Quebec. Trained by Rosaire Barrio. Gilles Barrio driving for On the Train Again. That is win 9. A new win race record this afternoon for On the Train Again. Winning in 1:59 and 3. That's 4 wins in the afternoon for Gilles Barrio as well. So again, congratulations, owner Marcel Barrio, trainer Rosaire, and driver Gilles. Taking our top class in 59 and 3. Rembrandt Blue Chip, 3rd. Mysterious Ways was 7th. Notch One Out, 2nd. Argo Flutie was 6th. Alfred, 8th. On the Train again, your race winner, Exeter Exclusive, finishing 4th. Race times, a quarter, 29 and 1. Over the half, 59. 3/4 in 1:30. On the Train again winning, 1:59 and 3. A new win race record. Your card should read from the top down 5, 3, 7, 2, 6, 8, 1 and 4. The mile in 59 and 3. That concludes, folks, our harness racing card. Our last card before Christmas. We thank you very much for your attendance. Our wagering over 12 dashes this afternoon, 24,375 for that. We thank you very much. Few reminders to keep in mind, and don't forget, this evening simulcasting 8:20, 8:25 Mohawk and Windsor. Also tomorrow 7 o'clock from Windsor. Please note 7 o'clock from Windsor on Sunday. Our next live card goes on Boxing Day, Sunday the